Hey, now, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. You guys that are going to tune in live and you guys are going to catch the replay. Today, we're just going to kick back, bust it up. We're going to talk a little bit about the food business. I just want to do a live Q&A. If you have any questions, you could just shoot your questions in the comment and I'll try to get back to you. How's everybody doing out there? As you guys check in, let me know where you're checking in from. I see we got a few people in the building already. If you can hear me and the audio is good, can you just give me a little thumbs up or let me know you can hear me pretty good? And let me know exactly where you're checking in from. Well, I'll wait and let a few more people coming in, and then we'll go right into the live Q&A. Let me know where you're checking in from. Don't be shy. You guys know I'm from Delaware. It's a small wonder. Everybody, thank you, David Peters. Everybody always says, "Where's Delaware at?" I'm like, how can you not know where the first state is? Bam and Pez, how you guys doing? I hope you checked out my video. Bam and Pebs. If you didn't check out my video today, go check out the video today, and you'll know who Bam and Pebs are. You guys out there, you still scooping that ice out there in Vegas? It's kind of cold outside. You still selling ice? Bam and Pebs. It's crazy because I see Dolphins water ice down in Georgia. They're scooping ice like it's still summertime down there. Man, almost like it's no pandemic or nothing going on. As you check in the building, let me know where you're checking in from. I'm just going to do a Q&A. If you have any questions you want me to answer, you want to talk to me about anything, just shoot your question and I'll try to get right at you, get right back to you. Let me know. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let me know exactly where you're checking in from. You know, we got people checking in from all around the country. Some people even from around the world. See, we got 5 people in. Don't be shy. Let me know where you're checking in from. Don't be shy. Oh, David Peters, what you been up to? Oh yeah, check it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Bam and Peps. I've been watching you guys. Trust and believe. I've been watching you from afar. I'm one of those people on Facebook that just stalk the feed. I don't do a lot of commenting. I've always been like a shy person. When I post something, it's like maybe once a year on Facebook. HY, how do we write a business plan? HY, I would just go on Google and Google a sample business plan and just write your business plan, tailor it to the sample business plan. That's what I usually do. It's not like back in the day where you got to go on and write some detailed big 5 thick booklet of a business plan. You just got to write down your roadmap for your goals in your business. It's not like back in the day you had to write some big thick business plan like you're trying to get $100,000 from the bank. What's going on, LaDon Jones? What's going on? LaDon, where you from? I've been seeing you checking in on the lives. I appreciate everybody that checks in on me. Today, I just wanted to kick back, just have a little discussion, Q&A. Let me know what's going on. I got some bad news the other day. I got an email from one of my events here in my town, in my local town. It's called Dover Days, and they canceled the event. And I was crushed because I was under the impression that everything was going to be opening back up. It's going to be they're going to be having the events, but they sent an email out due to the pandemic that they're canceling the event. It's a 2-day event too. It's a pretty big event in the area. So if I was you guys, I would go in and try to get call these coordinators to see if they're having these events, because you don't want to be disappointed at the last minute. But I think a lot of them are waiting for the last minute anyway themselves to see if they're going to be able to have the event, which it puts us in a bad spot. So I guess you just have to find other creative ways to make money. I think I'm going to do more of the what I did last year. My wife came up with the idea of selling on Facebook. Everybody doesn't have a product that you can really sell on Facebook, but if you have a product where you can bag it or you can cook the order, I guess you can put an ad on Facebook and let everybody know what day, what time, where to pick up the product, and you can make money. Trust me, you can make money. We made good money that day, and I thought it was a crazy idea when my wife had brought it up to me, but she put the ad on Facebook, and we had like a lot of pre-orders, because I told her, if we're going to do this, you got to get pre-orders, because I'm not going to go out and just start cooking a bunch of product and wasting product. So she started getting the pre-orders, and what ended up happening, more people started coming, and I actually had to start cooking because I didn't have enough product made at the time. Dave Peters says, just getting ready to make that money. I know that's right. My boy Bojack Seafood and More in the house. What's good, brother? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. I know he's making that money. I didn't get my sauce, my secret sauce. I don't know if y'all are familiar with down Florida. They got that garlic sauce that goes over the garlic crabs and the potatoes, and some people put sausages in there. Bojack Seafood has that special sauce for you. You're supposed to ship me some. I'm still waiting on it. Dave Peters, have you ever done fresh cooked pork rinds before? I haven't. Check out the video today. The guy that I met him online. That's what he does. I never even heard of fresh cut pork rinds before until he mentioned it to me. And that's his main product, fresh cooked pork rinds. And he says it draws the crowd in because it makes a lot of noise and it's popping all over the place. You know, people like to see that type of stuff. A Gapes Lemonade, we're starting back up soon. Mobile, yes, sir. Lemonade. Good to hear. Good to hear. But for those that missed it, I got an email earlier this week that said one of my events, they're not going to have it. And I was under the impression that all the events are going to start back up this year, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So you might want to plan for that. I doubt all the events will be closed this year, but some people are not going to have the events. Bojack Seafood and More. That's how we do. We do pre-orders. That alone pays for the product. Send me your address when you're done. Got you. I definitely will do that. Yeah, if you could do pre-orders, if you can, most of the products that we sell, you can do pre-orders. It's put you a post up on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is that you're more comfortable with, and do pre-orders, and you can make some money. I'm telling you, we did it last year. And if more and more of these events close down, we're going to be doing a lot more of it this year. And I'm going to start finding out some different places to set up, because I'm seeing a lot of food vendors set up and down this highway in high traffic locations. And I got a location in mind, a very good location. It's right between a car wash and a Dunkin' Donuts, and I think I could do really good at. Dave Peters, I've been doing it for 17 years. Whew. Yeah, I know what you mean, Dave Peters. I've been doing this for a while myself, since about, 2002 or 3? Bojack Seafood and More. So are you guys still delivering food to the different businesses and stuff? Because I know you told me you were delivering food to different businesses. And you have the type of business where you can do that. Like if you guys have foods like where you make platters, or like Bojack Seafood, they make crabs and shrimp and all that type of stuff. They get orders and they deliver to the different businesses. I think you said they deliver to the prison. They get multiple orders at one time, and they're delivering, 30, 40 orders, making a killing. So, I mean, sometimes you just got to think outside the box and come up with other ideas to make money. Like, we can't just shut down because they're not doing these events anymore. We got to find out where these people are and go to the people. That's the key to having a mobile food booth. You could go to the people. You don't have to wait for the people to come to you. If you have a business that was in like a permanent location, hot dog cart or whatever, pick up and move. I'm going to show you. I was going through my old photos earlier, and I'm going to make a video and talk about some of these photos soon. And I found something that I had been looking for because I've been talking to you guys about it. I know you guys are like, does he really have that? Well, did he really have that? This is my old hot dog cart. Let me see if you can see it. This is my old Willie Dog hot dog cart for back in the day. Man, I made some money with that thing. I think I bought that cart in like 2004, something like that. And I used to have that cart down at the old tire store downtown Dover. And then the tire store ended up closing down. And the crazy thing is, where I live, you're not allowed to street vend. You cannot set up on the city property to do street vending. You have to set up on private property. And the way our town is set up, it's not like a lot of businesses set up to allow you to set up on their property. So once I got shut down at the tire store, I mostly started doing festivals and stuff. And that's kind of how I jumped into the festivals. Brandon Garcia, what's your suggestion on products to sell your first time at a state fair with concession tent? I want to make kebabs, but I think it might be easier to stick to the basics first few times. Ooh, Brandon Garcia, you going to the fair? Is this your first time out, period, or is this your first time to the fair? Because if it's your first time out, period, phew, that fair is gonna it's gonna be a killer. I'm telling you. You know how many people come to the state fair? But anything to sell, you're gonna have all kinds of people at the state fair. People love kebabs and Italian sausages and stuff like that. You'll make a lot of money as long as you got a good setup and good signage and got the workers to get the food in and out. Bojack Seafood and more. Everything's pretty much open here in Florida. Doing pop-up shop once a month since October. Man, nice. I wish I could say the same thing about here. Everything's closed around here. I mean, we have so many businesses that went out of business. I mean, we have had fast food restaurants going out of business. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Brandon Garcia, let me know. Is this your first time doing an event, period, or is this just your first time going to the fair? Because that's scary to think of somebody going to a state fair. First time at that scale. Okay, done snow cones at the beach a few times. I want to challenge myself. Hey, do it. Are you doing snow cones or snowballs, like shaved ice? Because I think there's a difference between the snow cones and the shaved ice. The texture is a lot different. But if it's not your first time, you got experience, go for it. Do your thing. Definitely let me see your setup. I would love to see your setup because I went to the fair a couple years ago and I was checking out the tents, those commercial tents. So I started pricing those commercial tents. Those commercial tents that the vendors at the fair have are extremely expensive. I'm talking about some of those tents are $20,000 easy. Even the lower end tents type that you see at the fair with the big awning that goes up into a point, the big thick 3-4 inch poles, even the lower end tents are like $4,000. Because I was like, man, I'm gonna get me one of those tents. And when I saw the price, I said, good God, man. So I've been looking for used tents. I found me some too. You know me, I'm always looking for deals. I did find me some used commercial tents. They're not the ones for the fair, but they are commercial because I'm going to start using commercial tents because every time the wind blows and you have a pop-up tent, guess what? Holding the tent, running, trying to stop your stuff from blowing. I'm tired of that. I don't feel like going through that anymore. So I'm going to start using commercial tents. Quintel Lambert. I'm in VA and there is not any festivals going on. It's tough. Just bought a second truck right before all this stuff happened, but it will open up when it does. Be ready for it. At least you'll be ready. Be ready as soon as they open up. You got your equipment. I did the same thing. I bought a bunch of equipment. I bought a bunch of inventory last year, and it's all sitting right out in my trailer right now. I sure hope the popcorn is still good. I have to test it because I know the temperature and the moisture getting into it. I don't know if it'll change the consistency of it. Agape's lemonade. Thinking about adding another product to complement our lemonade. We use CO2 compressor and slicer. Nice. I used to use that CO2 compressor too until I got scared of it. No, we used nitrogen. And then I was like Googling nitrogen. And one day when I was on the way to fill the nitrogen tanks up, I had it in the back of my SUV. And I guess it rolled and the top came open. And I was panicking, trying to close it back up because they say if that nitrogen gets inside of your airways, it can kill you. I didn't know that. I definitely didn't know that. So sometimes you might want to research some of those products that we use because I never knew that nitrogen could kill you. So what I did was now I use a compressor. I just use a generator and a compressor. But add a couple more products, a product or two. I wouldn't add too many because, once you start adding a lot of products, it just gives people, it just makes them take a long time to choose what they want. I was trying to tell my mom, because my mom is doing the water ice. She wanted to do all these flavors. And I told her at a festival, try not to do so many flavors because it's going to slow your line down. Like say, for instance, if you try to do like 12 flavors at a festival, especially kids, they'll be up there for 5 minutes trying to pick and choose what they want. And then you got the kid, the real spoiled kid that comes up with their mom or their dad. And they're like, hey, Johnny, what do you want? And Johnny's just looking all around and he's just like, and you're like thinking to yourself, Johnny, look, you better hurry and pick a water ice or something. And it'll kill your pockets. It'll kill your profits. Time is money. You only got 8, 10, if you're lucky, 10 hours at an event. And if you got a kid sitting in your line taking 2-3 minutes just to place an order, you could have been knocked out 3 or 4 more orders by that time. Bojack Seafood and More says, big festivals here in West Palm Beach, Florida are closed, but there are a bunch of small pop-up shops that a county will allow. We did an event last weekend and cleared 1,303 hours. Yikes. That's what I'm talking about. And that's making money. That's making money. Shoot. 1,303 hours. Yeah, Florida. They said Florida is because my sister-in-law was just living down in Florida. They said Florida is kind of like a little more open than some other parts of the country. But up here, and I'm like in the Northeast in Delaware, these people, they're not opening nothing. I mean, you really, most of the restaurants, you can't even go inside like some of the fast food restaurants. You only can go through the drive-thru. Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, hopefully something happens here in the next few months where it starts to taper off a little bit. And maybe they'll open the events back up, but you might just have to wear a mask. Somebody needs to come out with a mask that you actually can breathe in. Because I got asthma and I'm trying to breathe in these masks. And as I'm breathing it in, it's sucking through my mouth and nose. But if anybody knows of a mask where you actually can breathe in, please let me know. I need one. Because I wear my mask everywhere I go. I don't play no games, but I actually want a mask that you can actually breathe in. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, here, I got a couple of festivals that I paid for from last year that are already paid for, which is a bonus. I got one really big one in April, a 2-day event, big festival. I think probably about 50,000 to 100,000 people, somewhere up in that range in April. And it's paid for already. So that's a bonus. And hopefully they have that event. and hopefully the people come out. But I don't expect the people to come out the way they would before. I think some people will come out, but I just don't think everybody will come out because a lot of people are afraid. But anyway, we don't want to be scared and stuff. We want to just get back to the way things used to be. Yeah. So where, Brandon Garcia, where did you say you were from, Brandon Garcia? Bojack Seafood. Man, you know what, Bojack? I wish you could send me a whole platter up here of that those garlic crabs. Is there any way possible you could just put it on dry ice, something, and just send me a platter of the garlic crabs, and I'll eat it live online. I promise you. I will eat it live, man. I'm telling you. I just been fiending for it. When I used to live in Florida back in shoot, this had to be back in like 2002 or something. I used to eat those garlic crabs once a week. Oh my God, those things are amazing. If anybody out there knows about the garlic crabs with the potatoes and all that in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody got any more questions? Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys coming and hang out with me for a while. You know me, I'm Mr. Random Live Stream. And I said, shoot, I got some time, kick back, answer some questions, hang out with the community, see what you guys are doing. I know everybody's all upset about the business not going the way it should be, you know, but don't get discouraged about it. What I've been doing is using the time to like make my business better. Like I'm one of those people that sit and just analyze things. Oh, how can I make this better? How can I be faster here? How, you know what I mean? How can I be more secure? A lot of people don't even think about being secured and protecting their money and watching their surroundings. A lot of people are really oblivious to it. I'm like, a lot of these vendors make a lot of money and they don't even take precautions of how they can protect their money. Don't you know there's wolves and wolves out here looking for sheep every day? Like, you got to protect your money. You got to have a plan. I mean, if you make $5,000-$10,000 on a weekend, you think people are not noticing that? Everybody's not a good person. You got to figure a way to protect your money. And I skim my money. Like I skim my money. I skim the drawers. If it's a real busy day, I constantly skim the drawers because put in the right situation, a good person will do a bad thing. So I don't even try to tempt my employees. So I skim the drawer. You don't want the money overflowing, looking like it's $1 million in there. So just skim your drawer, go around, skim it. You know what I mean? You might put it in your pocket temporarily, and then you might have, let's say you might have a little secret compartment in your trailer or your truck that might be welded, and you just drop the money in, but you got to have a plan and a way to protect your money. Because what good is it to go out and make 5,000 in a day, and then somebody comes and boop, hits you upside the head and takes all your money? That would be a bad feeling. So be conscious of that. Protect yourself and your family. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us have our families out there. Be conscious of your surroundings and everything at these big events. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm about to go spend some time with the wife. Don't seem like there's too many more questions. I appreciate you guys coming out to hang out with me for a while. Check out the video I made for today. It's a very good video. Bam and Pebs, check that video out. You're going to love it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to check you guys out later. I have more videos coming this week, and you guys be safe out there. Until next time.